Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Knit Crochet Tejido. Today I'm going to teach you how to knit this absolutely gorgeous and easy hat. It's done with leftover yarn and very fast to do. I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is the list of materials you're going to need to make it. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell. That way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my video in Spanish and English. If you're receiving a Spanish video and you want to see the video in English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel, then you'll find the English version in there. Also, you can send me a message and I can send you the link. And at the end of each video, I leave a playlist with all my English tutorial. To do this hat, I'm going to use leftover yarn that I have from the other hats that I made, like these ones. So I have the tons of leftover yarn and I decided to do a hat. So this one is Charisma Heather Black, Charisma Heather Red, and Charisma Heather Gray. They used to be 85 grams in each ball, but these are leftover and they are bulky 5. And they are 100% acrylic. The netting needle I'm going to use for the border, the 7mm, and for the top, the 8mm. And they are 16 inches long. You're going to need double pointed needle, 8 millimeters. And you're going to need markers. So the main marker to mark the begin and end of the rounds. And the other one is to mark each time you start the motif or the design of the chart. I'm gonna leave the links of these needles in the description box below, just in case you want to buy. Even I'm gonna leave the one for the pom-pom maker. The extra large pom-pom maker is amazing. The pom-poms that you can make with those. Here you're gonna need tapestry needle and scissor. Always. Even if I don't mention, you always gonna need tapestry needle and scissor. This is my chart. So this is the design that we're going to do for the hat. The stitch is multiple of 8 and 19 rounds, and in 19 we're going to start the decrease. So I made one already with leftover yarn, and look how gorgeous this hat is. They look amazing. But this was from leftover from hats like the one I showed you. And very easy, very fast, and is incredible that is with leftover yarn. I'm gonna leave the link as well at this handmade tag, because the hat look much better, or anything that you make that you have this little full leather tag that is no leather. It's like it look like leather, but it's not. I'm gonna leave the link below, because with that the hat have a much better finish. It's not the same to have a hat like that to have a hat like this. Okay, it's much, the difference is incredible. So let's start making our hat, and I'm gonna leave the link of my Facebook page in the description box below, where I'm gonna leave the picture of the graph, and so, or the chart, and so is my Instagram. Okay, so let's start making our hat. We're gonna start by leaving a tail long enough to cast on our 48 stitches plus 1 to close the circumference of the hat. So in the 7mm netting needle, I'm gonna wrap 12 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. You're gonna remove from here, fold it in half. 12 and 12 is 24, and you grab it here. And 24 and 24 is 48. Plus you need to leave a little for the stitch 49 and a little extra for a tail. So you're gonna do a slip knot, and you're gonna start casting on your stitches. If the needle set that you have is in US, you will use the 10.5 US instead of the 7mm. Okay, so you're gonna start casting on your 69 stitches. If you never knit before, I'm gonna leave the link in here. I have some lesson in how to knit, just in case you want to learn. here I have my 49 stitches, and make sure that you have the little spine in the center, all of them without any twist in the cast on. And then you're gonna come here and you're gonna pass the first stitch from the left hand needle to the right hand needle, and the last stitch that you did in your right hand needle, you're gonna pass over that one and cast it off, and then you're gonna place that stitch back to your left hand needle. And here you're gonna come with the tail and the working yarn, you're gonna do a knot, and that will create an even circle like that. You're gonna place your marker, and we're gonna work 6 rounds of 1 by 1 rib, 1 net 1 purl, and that will be for the border of the hat. So 1 net, 1 purl, 1 net, 1 purl. So you start with a net and you're gonna finish with the last one will be a purl. The one before the marker here will be a purl. And then you're gonna start past the marker and start again with 1 net, 1 purl, 1 net, and 1 purl, and you're gonna work for 6 rounds. Okay, I will show you how to finish the first round and start the second. So you're gonna finish with a purl, you're gonna pass your yarn to the back, pass your slip stitch, your stitch marker, and start with a net again. So you're gonna net 1 purl, 1 net, 1 purl, 1, and this is my second round of 6. If you like, you can do 7 or you can do 5. For mine is 6 because that gave me 2 inches. Okay, so 1 net, 1 purl. Here I have my 6 rounds. Now I'm gonna change needle size and I start with the first round of the shirt is the black, and this is done in a net stitch all the hat. So I'm gonna remove the marker because I'm gonna change needle size. I'm gonna put this one in here, and then with the 8mm I'm gonna start netting my stitches, and I'm gonna net 8 and place the marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm gonna place the marker, and I'm gonna continue doing 8 stitches and placing the marker. That way I separate the 8 stitches for each design of the chart. That will make things easier to work. Some people don't need markers, but I like to work with a marker because if I'm not paying attention, when I get to the marker I know how to start again the motif. So I continue doing this round and placing the marker every 8 stitches, and when you're done this round we're going to start with number 2. Then we're going to start then adding the red. And with the round 2 we're going to start work with the red and black. So this is a very easy design to do. So you put the yarn that you're going to work with in the left hand in your left, and then the other one in your right. So My red is in the right, and then the black will be in the left. We're gonna start with 1 red and then 3 black, 1 red, 3 black, 1 red, 3 black. That is round 2. So I'm gonna start with my first red, and then before I do the next stitch, I'm gonna tie these two, the red and the black, but I don't gonna do it too tight. That make my stitch too tight. Okay, so now I'm gonna work 3 black, 1, 2, and 3. Open the stitches, and the trick to color work is to open the stitches and leave a nice long strand in the back. And don't yank your yarn, just nice and loose. You do your red, and it will be easier for you if you place your finger and the stitch and you take it out. Just move it and then go and work with the black. Do your 3 black. If you do that with the finger, when you pull the stitch out, you are not pulling the yarn. Okay, so again, you pass your marker. You see, we did a 1 of the motif, so you're gonna start again with 1 red, nice and long and loose, see, and then three black. You have your stitches, separating nice and open, and do your red, and then 3 black, 1, 2, and 3, and then like that. You're gonna continue in round 2 with 1 red, 3 black, 1 red, 3 black. Now we're gonna work on round 3, and it's 2 red, 1 black, 3 red, 1 black, 1 red. So we finish with 1 red, and then when we start with 2 red, you will have 3 red and then 1 black in this round, the opposite of the round 2. So you're going to separate your stitches, and I'm going to work 1, 2 red, and now 1 black, 3 red, separate your stitches, and then you have 1 black, and you finish with the red. And that's how you're going to proceed in this row round 3. Okay, 2 red, 1 black, 3 red, 1 black, 1 red, and so on. Now you pass your marker, and start again with 2 red, open your stitches, 1 black, 3 red, open your stitches, 1 black, and you finish with a red. And like that, you're going to continue round 3. I recommend to do a chart, you know, go to the picture and follow the chart. And if you have markers or color pencil or crayons, any color, different color pens, you can do the chart, and it's easier for you to guide yourself. Okay, so I will meet you here at the end of this round. So you finish round 3. Now for 4 is all red, so you're going to leave the black. You don't want to work with the black, you're going to work with the red, and then number 4 is all red, every single stitch. And then in number 5 we're going to start working with the red and the gray. Okay, like this. You're going to do this round. It's a very easy and fast hat to make. So I will meet you here at the end of this round. I finished round 4. Now round 5 is a repetition of round 2. So you're gonna do 2, 3, and 4, and start again 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, and 4, and so on until changing the colors. That's the repetition that we're gonna do. So we're gonna do now with the gray. Here's the tip. You're gonna do your first stitch with the gray, and then before you do the next stitch, you're gonna tie the red and the gray, and then when I do the next round, I will bring the black up because I'm gonna carry the black. Okay, so now leave the black in here. I'm gonna pass my red to the other side, and now I'm gonna have the gray in this hand. That way it's not a knot mess. So now you're gonna do 1, 2, 3 red, open your stitches, 1 gray, and 3 reds. And like that, you're gonna continue in this round. Again, you're gonna pass your marker, open your stitches, and you're gonna do 1 gray, 3 reds, open your stitches, 1 gray, and 3 red. And like that, you're gonna continue round 5. That is the repetition of round 2, but with 2 different colors. See? And number 2 was with black and red, and now it's with black, red and gray. So finish this round. I will meet you here for round 6. I'm gonna work on round 6, and I want to bring the black when I step up, because in round 8 I'm gonna work with the black, and I want a little bit closer. So what I'm gonna do here, I have to do 2 gray, and then the black is here. I'm gonna bring the black up like this. You see, on top of my arm and everything. Up, and then now that I do the gray, you see the gray is holding it there, 1 stitch up. So I forgot my red. Where is my red? So I want my red to be trapped as well. So there is 1 and 2, and now you can bring the black down like that. Make sure that you don't have any tangles, and leave the black in there, and you're gonna continue with the red and the gray. So now you do 1 red, 3 gray, open your stitches, 1 red, and 1 gray, and like that is the repetition in round 6. You're gonna pass your marker, and you're gonna start with 2 gray. You see, you finish with 1 gray and start with 2 gray, and then you have your 3, and then you're gonna do 1 red, nope, 1 red, 3 gray, move your stitches, open them up. That way you have a nice long strand in the back. You do your red and 1 gray, and like that you're gonna continue. Start passing your marker, 2 gray, 1 red, 3 gray, 1 red, 1 gray, and so on in round 6. Working in round 7, and you're gonna leave the red in there, and you're gonna start with the gray. You're gonna do all this round with the gray. So it's a very easy and fast design to do. So in no time you'll have a few of these hats done. Especially if you had tons of bulky 5 leftover yarn. So in the next round we'll be working with the black and the gray. and you can see the design already forming, the wave. So I love this stitch design like that, this graph. So I will meet you at the end of round 7 and starting round 8. Now we're gonna work on round 8, and I pass the gray to my left hand and red and black to my right hand. So we're gonna start with the black, but I want to bring the red a little bit higher. So I'm gonna pass the red in front of the gray and black, and then I'm gonna grab the gray in my left hand and the black in my right hand, and then I'm gonna do my first stitch in black, and then I will leave the red in here because I will need it later, and then I will do 3 gray. I don't cut the yarn because I know I'm gonna use it again, so I don't want to have all those tails inside. It's better to have it crisscross than no tails. And then now you're gonna separate the stitches, and you're gonna do 1 black and 3 gray. So don't matter that we're working with black, because the thing is that it's just net stitch, nothing complicated about a net stitch. So it'll start to look gorgeous. So you're gonna pass your marker and start again with the black. Pass your marker, and then you're gonna do a black, and remember, always open your stitches, that way you don't have a very tight fit hat. And then 3 gray. Open your stitches, and then you're gonna do a black and 3 gray, and that's how you're gonna continue in round 8. So round 9 is 2 black, make sure that you separate the stitches, move them around, separate them well, that way you get a nice and loose strand. 1 gray, 3 black, 1 gray. I've been so close to the tip that sometimes I fall off the needle. And 1 black, and like that is round 9. Pass your marker, move the stitches around. The red there, you see I don't have a tangled mess or anything. Trying to keep it nice and simple. Simple pimple. So 2 black, move the stitches to have a nice loose gray in the back here. 3 black, open the stitches, 1 gray and 1 black, and like that is round 9, and we are exactly halfway of the color work. And here now I'm gonna work on round 10, and it's a black round. So I'm gonna change things around now. I'm gonna bring the gray to my right hand and the red to my left hand, because I'm gonna work in the next round with the red and black. So what I'm gonna do before I start with the black, I'm gonna bring the gray in front of the black, and so it's the red like this, and I'm gonna do my first stitch in black, and then I leave the stitches in here. I can bring them back if I want, so let me put it under. So those leftover yarn, I have more than enough to do my hat. So I leave the gray in here, and then I'm gonna continue with the black alone doing this round, and the next round we start again with the red and black, and there are 2 repetitions of what we've done so far. So what we have left is exactly from round 2 to this round 9. Exactly those repetition is what we have in here. Next time when we have to do the entire black is when we start doing the decrease. So it's looking really good. So do the round number 10 and meet you here in round 11, sorry. I'm way ahead, round 11, sorry. So I finished round 10. So we're gonna start all over again from round 2 to round 10. You're gonna go back to the part of the video where I start in round 2 and do all those rounds until round 9, and then when you do the repetition at round 10, that will be the repetition in round 19. I will meet you here to start with the decrease. So it's exactly the same. Round 2 is in round 11, round 3 and 12, round 4 and 13, round 5 and 14, round 6 is in 15. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Round 7 is 16, round 8 is 17, and round 9 is 18. And then I will meet you here. I'm going to work off camera because it's exactly the same that we've done so far with the same color and everything. And then I think we start with a decrease. So it's very easy. So, and here when you change the first time the color, when you do the last stitch on top of the gray, it will be a little loose, so you pull a little bit your strand and then that will tight that stitch. It's not a perfect begin and end of the round because we get that always with the circular. Remember, it's working in the round. So when one round finish, we start the next round. So it's pretty much on a loop. But it's really good, not bad for the beginning and end of the round. So go ahead, work from round 2 to round 9, and then I will be here to help you with the decrease of hat. Okay. So before I go, I just wanted to give you an idea for another hat. If you don't have enough of the red and the gray, you can stop with the color working here and then continue straight with the black until round 18, and in 19 we start the decrease. So it will have the color only in here and it will look gorgeous as well. So that's another idea for another hat that you guys can create with this design. Well, I have here my 18th row, and now I'm gonna work in 19 and I'm gonna start my decrease. We don't gonna do the decrease before the marker. We're gonna do it every 12 stitches. Well, every 10 stitches, 11 and 12, we're gonna do them together. And that will be 4 spaces of decrease for the hat. So you're gonna work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, remove the marker, and then you work 9 and 10, you do 11 and 12 together, and then you place the marker. And like that, you're gonna work all your stitches. After you do 10, 11 and 12, you do them together in a net stitch. So we finished the round of decrease, and now every single round that you're gonna do, you're gonna decrease. So you have the markers in place. The two before the markers always go together, and you're gonna work until you don't can work anymore with a circular needle, and then we will change to double pointed needle. So you're gonna continue doing this, netting and decreasing on each round, because if we don't decrease on each round, the hat will be too big. Okay, so just working with the black all the way until the end of the hat, and then it will look gorgeous. So you're going to continue like this. Now two before the marker, and I will do those two together, and then like that you're going to continue until it's time to change to circular needle. Okay, I already started working and changing to the double pointed needle. I did that in Spanish, so it's exactly the same as we do in here. Let's pretend that that one is this one, because it will be exactly like that. And then you come here and you start passing the stitches to this needle until you get to the two before the marker, and then those two you do them together, and then you'll change to the next needle. So I started working with this double pointed needle because I love the way the hat look, and the top is a much better finish. If you never try with double pointed needle, I really recommend them, because you will see the difference. I did one extra. The difference between two together all the way around, and this decrease slowly. You create a better finish in the crown of the hat. So we finish with that one, and then you will continue like that until you have the rest of the stitches and the other two needles, because the number 5 it will be for working the stitch. So you're going to continue working like this with the double pointed needle, and the trick is to have this one always in the outside, and then you work closer to the stitch in here. That way you don't get a long gap or long strand there in between the stitches, and then you continue working with these two like you're working regular needles. You see, it's just those two. But I really recommend double pointed needle for the top of the hat. For many years, like I said, since I started my YouTube channel, I work the decrease two together, and this is like you have a more professional finish. Okay. So you're going to continue, you see, always that one on the outside, and bring this as close as I can to that last stitch in here, and then you continue. So you're gonna work all the way around, over and over, until you have 2 stitches on each needle. So if you buy a packet needle, because sometimes they only have packet needle of 4, what you do, you place 3 needles with the stitches and leave only 1 empty one, because it's the one that you're going to be working the other ones, okay? So you continue like that, and when you have 8 stitches left, you will have 2 in this one, 2 in that one, 2 and 2. I will meet you here to close the top of the hat. So in here I have my 8 stitches, 2 on each needle. So now I'm going to cut a tail long enough for passing it through those stitches twice and loosen the inside. Now you're going to lose all the rest of this, the tails that you will have inside. I have this extra because my yarn finished the first little bunch of the 2 that I have like this. And I had to lose those. And I will show you the end result. And remember, you have to stretch the hat, that way the stitches get their, you know, in the right shape and size. So I lost all of my tails, and then I stretch my hat like this. That way they get the same size, the stitches, and then you do this, and it is gorgeous. This is the leftover from the leftover, and this is what I have left over from the red that I showed you when I started the video, and this is leftover from the black. I have enough yarn here to work another hat with another yarn. I can do a stripe, and instead of zigzag like this, stripes, I still can do some work with this leftover, of the leftover. So now what I have to do is, you see the difference between a plain and with a little tag. Look how nice that looks. It's a much better finish. So I will sew my tag in here, and I will put it on in one of those little foam head, and I will show you the end result. Well, this is the end result, and look how gorgeous this hat look on. So your boyfriend, your husbands, your brothers, fathers are gonna be really pleased if you make them one of these hats, because it's really truly gorgeous. And you can do it for a girl as well, with girl colors. Well, this is the end result, and I absolutely love this hat, and I hope you guys like it and give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And if you make this beautiful design or any of my design and you want to send me some picture, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Crochet Tejido, or my Instagram, Ruby Crochet Tejido. Please share my videos with friends and family and in groups. That way you help me grow here on YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.